Incessant rain disrupts public life, but no risk of major flooding. Prime Minister orders rapid response to help flood-affected people. Jamaat Ameer calls to implement Teesta master plan. Well, good evening, viewers. I'm Salim Kadir. Those were the headlines, and you're watching English Bulletin. Follow on. Water levels at 9 monitoring stations and 5 rivers remain above the danger level due to heavy upstream rainfall. In its latest bulletin, based on observations recorded at 9 a.m. on Friday, the Flood Forecasting and Warning Center (FFWC) said the Sangu, Mata Muhuri, Khushiara, Manu and Khwari rivers continue to flow above danger levels at several points. However, the FFWC said there is no fear of major flood. The water is likely to reduce within several days. It will take several days to reduce water logging and sufferings in the low-lying areas. Bangladesh Meteorological Department has forecasted rain in different parts of the country during the next 24 hours. Due to heavy rain, flood situation in several districts including Cox's Bazar, Bandarban, Chattogram as well as in Molri Bazar has deteriorated. In Cox's Bazar, around 60 to 70% areas of Cox's Bazar are inundated. Croplands, roads and homes have been inundated. 4 children were killed amid heavy rain. In Bangshali of Chattogram, more than 1 lakh marooned people are in severe crisis of food and drinking water. According to the Bangladesh Meteorological Department, active monsoon conditions are expected to continue until Saturday, with heavy to very heavy rainfall forecast across Cox's Bazar and the Chattogram division. Flood situation in other districts including Maniganj and Gopalganj have also worsened. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has taken a 10-point measures to address the flood and landslide situation in Chattogram and adjoining districts. Prime Minister's office spokesperson Mahdi Amin shared the measures in a Facebook post on Friday. According to Mahdi Amin, the Prime Minister himself is monitoring the situation. Arrangements have been made in the affected areas to ensure the supply of safe drinking water, sanitization facilities, healthcare services, baby food and 3 meals a day. More than 12,000 people have taken shelter at 1,057 shelters opened in Chattogram division. Members of law enforcement agencies, Army and Coast Guard have been deployed for rescue operations. A plan has been adopted to raise Chattogram the Hazari railway line by 5 feet to reduce future waterlogging risks. Leader of the opposition and Amir of Jamaat Islamic, Dr. Shafiqur Rahman has visited flood-affected areas in Chattogram on Friday. Following the inspection, he distributed dry food and provided financial assistance for affected families while assuring them of continued support in dealing with the disaster in Bangshali. The Jamaat Ameer said flood situation in the northern region will worsen unless implementation of the Teesta master plans. Expressing concern of the waterlogging situation in the port city, he said it is a duty of the government to take measures for its permanent solution. Government should bring Sheikh Hasina back to the country and execute her death sentence. NCP governor and chief whip of the opposition, Nahid Islam, made the demand. He made the demand at a discussion meeting and awards ceremony of the National SME Association at the IEDB building in the capital on the occasion of International SME Day. Nahid Islam said that the government is rewarding loan defaulters instead of bringing them to justice. He also commented that the economic disaster will be worse if the government does not take substantial initiatives in the SME sector. We now begin with the news on Iran's slain Supreme Leader Khamenei burial. Iran's slain Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has been laid to rest at the most sacred site, Imam Reza Shrine, in his hometown of Mashhad, following a week-long funeral procession. Iran media reported between 41 and 43 million people participated in the funeral ceremony, calling it the largest procession the world has ever witnessed. State funeral proceedings began on Sunday when tens of thousands of Iranians gathered at the Grand Musalla religious complex in Tehran to see Khamenei's coffin. Ceremonies took place across 5 cities in Iraq and Iran, including Tehran, Qom, Najaf, Karbala, and Mashhad. Khamenei took over the role as Iran's political and religious figurehead in 1989 from Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini after serving as Iran's president during the Iran-Iraq War. To follow on, fascist rule will never return to the country if the government and the opposition leaders maintain mutual harmony in the parliament. Debate for Democracy chairman Hassan Ahmed Chaudhry Kiran made the comment at the inaugural of a debate competition at the Eden Mohila College in the capital on Friday afternoon. Stating that the current parliament is effective and vibrant, he said there should be debates in the parliament through which the country can be taken forward. Police have detained 18 individuals for attacks on police station, vandalism and clash with police in Agharijhala of Barisal. On Friday morning, the officer in charge of Agharijhala police station, Masud Khan, said they were detained through raids throughout Thursday night. At least 12 people, including 6 police personnel, were injured in a clash between police and locals in Agharijhala of Barisal on Thursday after rumors spread that an accused in a theft case, Riaz Fokir, had died in custody. The relatives and more than 100 locals attacked the police station and assaulted several police members. Viewers, will now take a short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin. We now begin with news around the world. The US is actively pushing to schedule the next round of technical and diplomatic talks with Iran, even as the country's trade air strikes. Reportedly, US has been maintaining a diplomatic resolution remains a priority, despite recent escalations that have effectively collapsed last month's interim ceasefire or MOU settlement. Washington officials stated they're keeping diplomatic lines open and utilizing regional mediators in countries like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Oman and Pakistan to arrange the next meeting. Besides, Washington is maintaining a performance-based approach, demanding that Iran halt its attacks on maritime traffic and reaffirm that it will never seek a nuclear weapon. Israel shared intelligence with the US that Iran had recently devised a new plan to assassinate President Donald Trump. Citing 2 sources familiar with the matter, CNN has reported. The warning from Israel came this week and concerned a specific plot. The details of the plot were not immediately clear. US officials suggested Israeli report could be an effort to sway Trump's decision-making as he weighs whether to intensify American military action against Iran. Talking to journalists in Air Force One, Trump said he recently learned of new list that ranked him as Iran's top assassination target. A fire at a shoe factory in the Chinese city of Xinjiang has killed at least 28 people. Many others were injured. The blaze erupted at the Huting footwear factory on Thursday. There were nearly 240 people at the factory when the fire broke out. Authorities dispatched more than 500 personnel to extinguish the blaze and rescue the people. A number of people have been detained who work for the factory's owners, and the firm's bank account was frozen. Typhoon Bavy, which spans 1,000 kilometers at its widest point, is now sweeping across the Pacific towards Taiwan. It is expected to pass very close to Japan's Shakishima Islands early on Saturday morning. Powerful Typhoon Bavy approached the remote chain of islands in Japan's southwest on Friday. Meteorological authorities warned of violent winds, torrential rain, landslides and flooding in what could be the region's most destructive storm in years. The typhoon is expected to dump rain on Taiwan's north and east and on a chain of remote Japanese islands before making landfall in southeastern China on Saturday. Well, before ending the bulletin, we have top stories once again. Incessant rain disrupts public life, but no risk of major flooding. Prime Minister orders rapid response to help flood-affected people. Jamaat Ameer calls to implement Teesta master plan. US to continue technical talks with Iran despite new strikes. Well, that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us. Until then, see you soon.